Hi everyone. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to set up a spreadsheet to do a reducing balance loan schedule. Now let's begin by putting in the information about the loan. So the principal, the amount that we borrow, let's go with $25,000, and we can format that as money. So that's good. Now we want to know the interest. Let's go 3.8%. Now I'm going to put that just as a number, 3.8, and in the neighbouring cell, I'll put a label, percent per annum. So it's just a number, 3.8. I need to know the number of rests, the number of interest, number of payments per year. Let's go with monthly payments, which is 12. And then I need to know the repayment amount. And I think for the repayment amount in this question, I want $2,130. So let's begin setting up our payment schedule. The headings we need is N, the number of months or the number of interest periods that we've had. Then we want to know the repayment. Then we want to know the interest amount. Then I want to know the principal reduction. Now I can make that look nice if I hit Alt-Enter and it pushes the second word down. And lastly, I want to know the balance of the loan. I don't know what that was. So let's just reduce them in size a bit so they all fit neatly and make that neat. Okay, now we always start with 0 and then that's not right. That shouldn't be money. That should just be numbers with 0 decimals. And then we copy them down. So that's good. The repayment. Now for the first one, all we really need, again, that's a bit funny. I don't know why I did that. For the first one, we just want to use an equal sign and then copy down the number from above. And the reason we want to do that is if I go back and change my mind about how much I've borrowed, it updates that cell there. So that's working nicely. Now our repayment amount is the number stored there, but it's always the number stored there. When I copy this formula down the table, I always want that to point back to cell F5. I can do that by putting dollar signs. The dollar signs lock the reference in. Now, when I copy that down, each of these, no matter which one I click on, is going to be pointing to F5. Now let's do the interest calculation. So again, calculations start with the equals key. First, we need to take the annual interest, divide by 100. That makes it into a decimal. Divide by the number of interest payments per year, which we stored there. And finally, multiply by the balance of the previous month. Now, for this formula, I definitely want reference F3 to be locked and fixed so that when I copy down, we're always using the 3.8. And I definitely want reference F4 to be fixed, so we're always using 12 payments per year. But I don't want to fix F8. As I copy this down, I want that one to update down the table. Now, we will go interest payment, subtract. So repayment, subtract interest. That's how much the balance reduces by. And then we'll go previous balance reduced by $2,050.83. There's my new payment, my new balance. Now, the nice thing about using these formulas is we can then copy them down and they all update automatically. So we can see the interest is reducing and we can see the repayment or the principal is the principal reduction is getting bigger and bigger until, now this is the interesting, that one is a negative number. So the last row of the table wasn't needed. That tells me that the balance of the loan is less than zero. We wouldn't actually need to pay the full $2,130 in that month. The final payment, this is only the final payment, would be that one. Now, because it's a negative number, I can add it. So the last month there was $2,080.23. We had interest of $6.55. By the time you had that number added to the interest, it comes to that number. You could also find it like I did by going the full payment, add on that little surplus bit at the bottom, and we get the final payment. So the final payment wouldn't need to be 2,130. It would be the balance owing plus the little bit of interest, and then we would be at zero. If I copied that number, that won't work, sorry. If I delete the formula for that one, and I'll make a new formula just for the last one, the final balance added to the interest for just that month, and I get that pretty much matches that. There it is. We've got that one exactly reduced by the same amount. We ended with zero balance. Okay, that's enough for now. Thanks for watching.